Hey everyone, Miss Cutrera here. Today we're going to be drawing a super easy Sonic drawing that is step by step. So here we go. Okay, so here are our materials. You can pause right there to see the colors. We're doing alcohol markers with color pencils, but you can use whatever you have. All right, so first we're doing a small little oval for his nose, and then a small circle on the top for a highlight. Okay, now we're gonna do his mouth area where it curves inward, then outward, and then back down into almost like a half circle, right like that. So if I go too fast, please pause it. All right, now we're gonna do the mouth that's on one side in a little easy smiley face. Okay, now we're doing the eyes. So it curves up, back down, and on the same side. Now we're gonna do the eyes with the pupils. Now he has a little, almost serious face right there, like a little anger face. So he's ready to go. So he has that, then his eyebrows. Now we're doing his ears. So he has a triangle for the ear, then a curve, then another triangle. So if you're doing this, you should try to do pencil first. So if you mess up, you can do eraser and then go back with your pen or marker when you're happy. So we just did two sides for his hair, and now we're doing some triangles. So it curves outward and then an inward curve right here for the inside of his ear. Okay, then another line right here. Awesome. Then we're gonna go back in, curves there. And then his chest area, two curves here. Now his belly is like a oval that kind of gets a little smaller at the end. Nice. Now we're gonna do two lines for his arms. And the same thing on the other side. It kind of curves outward very slightly. Okay, now his legs. We're gonna do a straight line right here, then another straight line that kind of goes a little bit inward. And then a curve, inward curve for his, and then a curve right there, as well as two lines right here. Same thing on the other side. This is called a symmetry, which means everything is a mirror. So everything we're doing on one side is basically the same on the other, besides his mouth. And nothing is really overlapping except his hair later on. So that's why this is gonna be really easy to do. And we're gonna color in really easy as well. All right, so we just did his gloves, very simple shapes. Now the bottom part of his hair where it comes down, this is the overlap right here where it overlaps behind his arm and then it goes back right there. So overlapping behind his body. All right, so his thumb right there, then the inside of his hand, then his index finger, right like that. And then he has knuckles, right? So he has four little knuckles right there. So four little curves. And then come in a curve back around. And then the same thing on the other side. And if you guys notice, this is the very accurate version of Sonic, especially not the Sonic from the movie, but just Sonic from the normal video games. A very iconic design, and it is accurate, not changed. Like a lot of other YouTube videos are kind of too simple where it kind of looks like a baby Sonic, but this is exactly what he looks like. All right, so the same kind of thing as his gloves. And then his shoes. So he has pretty big feet and pretty big hands. So we're gonna go kind of straight line, then straight line there. Okay, then we're gonna make his sole, and then we're gonna make the top curve part of his shoe. Then we're gonna fast forward for the coloring, so you can kind of see how I color, but it's pretty simple. And we're gonna talk about our next video of a little bit harder Sonic and our coloring process. So we'll talk in 2 minutes. So I'll see you guys then. Okay, so the coloring process is pretty simple. We did like a light brown for the bottom of his shoe, and the rest of the colors are very simple. Now for the detail in his eyes, we did a color pencil. We have Prism Color, which is higher quality, but if you have normal color pencil, that is fine. We did a light green in the bottom and then a darker green at the top. And then we did a little black on the outside and made little lines, as well as black on the top to make some shadows. And then we're gonna get a white paint pen to do the reflection in his eyes. So stay tuned, guys, for the next video. Is gonna be similar to this, but we're gonna learn how to do some better shading and highlighting to make it more realistic, as well as future characters. We're gonna do easy levels and all the way to hard for Sonic characters. And this turned out great. I'm excited to do some more, and I'm sure you guys are going to turn out great as well. I'll see you guys then. Peace out.